What's going on, everybody? It's Justin from Stand and Bang here, and today we're going to be talking about the first UFC on ESPN card. But before I get into that, let's talk about the gameplay you're seeing in the background. We're going to be using Nate Diaz on online ranked. I'm in Division 4, and I used him in two divisions, the lightweight and welterweight division, so we're going to be getting 2 matches in for both divisions. So the first fight I want to talk about, let's talk about the one that a lot of people are looking forward to, the Battle of the Baddies, as I want to call it. Paige VanZant versus Rachel Olszewicz. What can you say about this fight? This fight has a lot of hype behind it, and it should be pretty action-packed. And I think it's going to come down to who implements their game plan first, with, you know, Paige VanZant being more striking heavy and Rachel wanting to get her to the ground and implement her jiu-jitsu. And at the end of the day, I think Rachel Olszewicz will pull it off. I think her jiu-jitsu will be too much for Paige VanZant, but I won't be surprised to see if Paige VanZant pulls it off. The next fight, this one is going to be fight of the night, mark my words. I can't see how this one won't be a fucking barn burner. Gregor Gillespie versus Yancy Medeiros. This fight should be crazy. With Yancy Medeiros coming back to lightweight after 2 years in welterweight, I believe, it should be very exciting. And he's going to be fighting Gregor Gillespie, who is on a roll himself, 10-0, I believe. Just a hot prospect, showing that's got a lot of hype behind him. But I think if Yancy has a good weight cut coming back to lightweight, I believe he'll stop the Gregor hype trend and give him his first loss. Because Yancy's no joke. After his amazing fights that he's had with, you know, just for instance, Cowboy Oliveira, that fight was so crazy. If you've never seen that fight, go to Fight Pass and watch it. Just one of the best fights I've ever seen live. One of the best fights in UFC history, no doubt. If Yancy has a bad weight cut and he's not able to take punishment like he is back at welterweight, because I believe that's the reason why he went to welterweight and stayed there, is because he was able to take punches better than he was at lightweight. But if Yancy's not 100% and can't take punches, I could see Gregor taking him down and just using his brutal ground and pound and finishing Yancy. But at the end of the day, I believe Yancy will pull it off, and he'll probably get a second round submission. Next fight I would like to talk about is the co-main event, Greg Hardy versus Alan Crowder. To be honest, I don't know too much about Alan Crowder other than he's fought in the Contender Series, and I think he's fought Justin Willis. As for Greg Hardy, I know he's a former NFL player, super athletic for a heavyweight. I remember watching his fight on Contender Series where he got a brutal knockout super quick. I thought the UFC was going to sign him then and there, but they decided he needed more experience, and he went on to get more experience in a couple of regional fights and got more brutal knockouts. So here he is again back in the UFC on a co-main event slot, pretty big. Pretty ironic though that they're putting somebody with a domestic violence past on the same card as Rachel Olszewicz, who just went through her own domestic violence situation not too long ago. Pretty weird, but hey, they could have just put Greg Hardy on the card 2 weeks later or vice versa, but I don't know. The UFC does some weird things. Dana White, he's a little weasel. As for the main event, TJ Dillashaw versus Henry Cejudo, this fight's super interesting. Champion versus champion. It was more interesting to me when it was TJ Dillashaw versus Mighty Mouse, but I'm not mad at this matchup at all. And I think this matchup has two big X factors. If Henry Cejudo implements his wrestling game, and if TJ Dillashaw has a bad weight cut. If TJ Dillashaw has a bad weight cut, I think it's Cejudo's match. I think Cejudo will take him to the ground and outpoint him and maybe even get a late finish. Because if you look at TJ Dillashaw's Instagram, there's a video of him talking about some supplements and stuff, and his face just looks so sucked in and drawn out from already just getting low on weight, and he's haven't even done the final weight cut where he drains all the water out of his body. So let's see how that weight cut goes. But if he does have a good weight cut and he's healthy and he's Dillashaw, oh, it's gonna be a bad night for Cejudo. If TJ Dillashaw is a good weight cut, man, he's probably gonna run through Cejudo. doesn't really make sense to me that they're making this fight at flyweight if they're gonna scrap the division. Doesn't really make sense, but hey, what are you gonna do? I seen TJ Dillashaw saying that he was gonna go up in weight class and fight Max Holloway if he wins. Hey, that's slow your roll, TJ Dillashaw. Okay, you know you're good, but Max Holloway's a different animal and just way bigger. Max Holloway's big. That's could be a lightweight. You're going down to flyweight. You know what I mean? Just stay in your lane. Max Holloway will pick you apart. So at the end of the day, I believe TJ Dillashaw will get the win, probably by the 3rd round TKO. I see a finish. I don't really see that fight going to a decision unless it's the other way around and CEJUDO's winning the fight. But that's about it what I want to talk about for that card. I'm going to stop the commentary here and let you guys watch the rest of this gameplay. Really good. Wait for the knockout. It's worth it. Later, guys. Subscribe for more.
Got an over and an under here.
Going for the single leg now. Takedown there by Diaz.
On top in half guard.
Well, he's been on his back here, but he's actually doing some pretty effective work, Joe. Lands a strike there from the bottom. Nicely done there by Diaz. And busy as he looks to improve position here.
Excellent sweep. Now he's moved back into full guard. There's a nice left hand. Attacking from rubber guard again. And he reverses position. He's got full mount. Nice reversal. He got tagged there.
Oh, a massive elbow from the top.
And now it moves into full guard. He's got his back.
Final seconds.
Back in a mount. This is crazy.
The horn sounds for the end of round 1.
And here's a nice shot. Lands perfectly. And here's another clean shot that lands. And another perfectly placed strike. You can really...
Here we go, second round, you ready? You ready?
All right, let's get to round 2. Lands to the body. Oh, there's the single.
Excellent movement on the ground here, always trying to better his position. Oh, elbow to the head.
Elbow lands for him.
Oh, he gets reversed.
Diaz working on a submission.
Now he throws his leg over the shoulder. Looks like he's got an omoplata position.
He might get a finish here. The sheer will is really remarkable to watch.
Inside control. Full rubber guard, mission control, 1 foot on the hip.
Goes upstairs for an elbow.
Back to full guard. Excellent movement and transitions here on the ground, staying busy. He's doing a great job of moving and transitioning here on the ground. Good control, postures up. Excellent movement here on the ground. Transitions back to full guard.
He's trying to use a version of a rubber guard here.
Into full guard here.
Just over 2 minutes to go in the round. Well, his corner was pretty urgent after round 1. A little bit lackluster there in that opening round. He has certainly picked up the pace here, and as a result, he has taken control of this second round. Nice knee to the body there by Saunders. Lands with the left. And he comes through with a big knee.
Oh! Oh, he is just teeing off here. Oh! Nasty combinations here.
Big body shot.
Body.
Oh!
Big shots. Excellent movement on the ground here. Constantly moving, constantly staying busy. He's looking to take the back.
And full back.
Oh, he's got the neck.
Nicely done.
Big punch.
He's got him flattened out. He's got him flattened out here.
Trying to get under the chin. 10 seconds remaining in round 2. Now he covers up as the hammer fists are coming. All right, round 3 coming up next. And there's the horn. Huge knockdown in that round. Great round.
Here we go, let's go. You ready? You ready?
So here we go. 5 minutes remain in the fight.
Look for him to go on the attack early in this round to try to pick up where he left off in the last round. His opponent was dazed and in big trouble when that round ended.
Oh, he just continues to land with a high volume of strikes here. Not unlike the previous round, Joe, and at least if his body language is any indication, he is not slowing down whatsoever. He's got hurt here.
Really buckled
Big
it. Oh! Oh! That's it! That's it!
Do it!
Landed a hard kick for the knockout.
Well, yeah, Joe, that fight was over as soon as that kick made contact. And with this particular striker, you are playing with poison if you don't get that guard up. You know these kicks are coming. You know they're coming in bunches. And that was a near-perfect land. Nailed the target. Full extension on the kick. And that's one of the better highlights we've seen here recently inside the octagon. We go back inside the